What is up, YouTube? LazeeLlama here, and here we are back with some Clicker Heroes, and we've been making a decent bit of progress. Nothing super insane. Sadly, I didn't really get a chance to play much today. It was real busy. Again, time of this recording is actually on a Halloween, and I was out doing the last day of that volunteer stuff. So things should go back fairly normal for me soon. I know videos weren't super affected, and I did a pretty good job about keeping everything up and going fairly fluently. But nonetheless, I mean, you can see I was on this for 24 hours. I mean, it's been a while. I haven't done that in a long time, I feel like, or a decent while. But you can see we're making some pretty big jumps here. I do have a bit of gold here, which I'm just going to claim that just finished. And then we'll go for the 8-hour or the 2-day 25 relics. Level 16 2-day quests. How many extra lives do you got? 2? I'm sure. And then we don't have to deal with relics. Because in 2 days, it probably makes sense. We're at 50 hours. Yeah, you think 2 days is, you know, another 48 hours tacked on. That leaves me around that. If I may do an 8-hour skip here or there, and it makes it plan out pretty decent. So, I actually don't know how many levels of these we're gonna be able to buy. Normally, I don't buy that. I may actually have the auto clicker off of that when I was kind of AFK for a bit, but I know it was coming to the end anyways. But I do have this point 60, which we're going to try, which I really don't know if it's going to work being this far in, as well as I don't really know exactly how far we're going to push. But we got that, 12, and then a 37. This coming up in a day. If I do decent ones here, I may even do it a third time, because we are going to be coming up towards the end after that, so we'll see. I do have a couple comments to go over, though. I think we got 3 today. I do forget what they are, because I pick them out like a day before, 2 days before, and then I forget kind of what it is. But anyways, we got one from Infinity Demons. Question: how many hero souls is a good amount to use the Merc Ascension? Alright, so that's kind of a weird question. And what I think you're asking is how many like hero souls like gaining do you think is worth doing? I may be misunderstanding the question, but honestly, if you're getting over what you previously had, I mean, it's technically worth doing. You may not skip a ton of time, but I mean, you're getting another Ascension, and so you kind of got to weigh it yourself and see what's worth to you. But if you're profiting out of it, and you're skipping some zones, you know, again, I skip a lot. Like, again, if I go back in here, you can really see, oh, what am I doing? See what I did? And I did this late. I didn't really have any great ones at lower levels, so I kind of had to wait till higher levels. But I personally can do mine around like 2K without a problem. I think I can even do it probably around 1500 without too much of a struggle. But I mean, I did it twice here, and you can see I went from the @ symbol. And if you look at your keyboard, the 2 on your keyboard is the @ symbol. And after doing it twice, and these are really low percentages, I believe. And you look at the little caret, which is on the 6. I jumped through all of those going through that. So you can see this one wasn't as big of a jump because the percent sign's right before the caret, but from here to here is actually a fairly big jump, and then overall I skipped a lot of time. It saves you a decent bit of time, and again, it comes down to weighing it yourself. But you know, I hope that answers and clarifies that up. If you're still a little confused, or you want to try to reword the question, if I answered the question wrong, go for it. Also, we've got Adam. Adam. I'm just gonna go with Adam. I'm not gonna do last names if they're in here. But question: what would you do if one day Clicker Heroes just disappeared and didn't come back? And there were some funny actually responses to that. I didn't pull them down, so I don't have them to show up on screen as well. But I just want to kind of show this out. I do plan on keeping up Clicker Heroes every day. It's not really looking to go anywhere. Although when Clicker Heroes 2 comes out, I'm hoping that All Around just replaces this game for me, and that's like the game I go to daily, and I can stop Clicker Heroes altogether. But you got to think, if it's not as good as we're all hoping, I'll still end up playing that, and that'll probably be my daily series. But doesn't necessarily mean I will stop Clicker Heroes. I may kind of keep Clicker Heroes going on in the background as well for the people who like that, but it probably wouldn't be daily at that point. So we'll see kind of how things play out, but realistically, I'm hoping Clicker Heroes 2 comes out and just is like great, you know. that's kind of the big goal right now. Yeah, this is gonna be the big jump. Okay. And lastly, we got one coming in from Nicholas. Love your questions. Wow, love your questions. Love your videos. I have a question though. What about the game? It keeps you from getting bored of playing the game. You can kind of take that as every game. What keeps your interest in a game? That's hard to answer. I mean, it really comes down to just having a good time, and we have a great community around it, and that really helps make the game more enjoyable. Is, you know, hopping on Discord, chatting with people, the comments. Obviously, I love the, you know, interacting with you guys in the comments. It's like, you know, I look forward to coming home from work every day and you know, reading through the comments and responding. And I don't know, like, some games get bored, and if you watch some other series that kind of die out, you can see it happening, you know, normally 5 or 6 episodes before the end of the season, the series, and it's just like you can see kind of the decline of my interest in a game. Like, for honestly example, right now, Cookie Clickers is a really big declining in my interest right now. I'm not enjoying it as much. We did get a really good response, and people wanted me to keep going, and that type of stuff kind of gives me motivation to keep going, big time. I mean, if it's something that people are telling me, oh, we like the series still, you know, because the reason with that series, and if you haven't checked out that series lately, you know, you wouldn't know what I'm talking about. But if you have, I'm gonna sound like a broken record right now. I feel like my content's not the best with that series right now, and when I'm not making what I feel is amazing content, it just kind of demotivates me, which also demotivates me from playing a game. But if we kind of go away from Click Your Heroes or any of the idle games, or even any games I play on YouTube, it really comes just down to having a good time. If I'm not having fun, you know, like, Click Your Heroes is fun to me. Like, I like the progression. I set goals for myself, which I think is a big help. Like, I have a short-term goal that I've had. It's kind of a long-term as well, but 30K. I want to get 30K, which is, you know, the achievement and whatnot. I'd really love to beat 50K. Obviously, unlock all of the heroes. I want to get out to here. I'd love to unlock the rest of them. And then long-term, which probably won't happen just due to where Click Your Heroes 2 is coming out, and honestly, I'm not going to have the time to put this much game time in, but when we get to 100,000, I'd love to break 100,000 zones. If I can make that happen, that'd be pretty sweet. And having goals for myself definitely helps make the game enjoyable, because, you know, I don't set massive goals. Like, don't just come in and be like, oh, I want to beat 30,000 when you're starting the game off, you know, or you're at like 2K. It's like, I want to beat 30,000. It's like, dude, no, that's going to be very demotivating. You got to have a goal that's reachable and, you know, motivate yourself to, you know, keep going. I mean, if you don't enjoy a game, don't play it. Like, there's no need to push for it, but a good community and good friends helps out big time. Hope that kind of answers that for you. I'm also kind of curious to hear everyone else's kind of thoughts. I mean, yes, you can give the basic answers, you know, if you're having fun, keep going, but you know, what makes you enjoy a video game? You know, it's a good one. But anyways, we're gonna bounce out here for a bit, let this grind up, because this may push on for quite some time, and we'll come back and ascend and do the Merc Ascensions and hopefully make some good progress. Alrighty, so we've come to basically the end. We're not going to get any farther than this. So let's just pop in here. You can see these ended. Actually, we don't have those up permanently. We'd push a little farther if those are up, but they're not worth waiting for. So let's just go with it. I did break 1,000 gems, actually. That's cool, because I had that like 20 or 20, like 4, I think, rubies that I just claimed. Maybe 21, something like that. But got us up and over it, which is pretty sweet. We will ascend here. We can put these in. Oop, put these in. There's not many of these, so not really a big deal. We could probably get back to Skogger, no problem. It is late, so maybe not, but oop, I already did that. I've been busy, like I said, all day, so kind of haven't had a chance to do a lot of that stuff. But we have all the ancients. Oop, that would not be anything. So we're gonna get really big jumps here, as you can see. This should work. Look at, yeah, wow, that completely worked to me. Again, look at that jump, and that's with a 0.60%. Just realize that 3% is not going to do anything for me. It's already late. We're going to go for that quick day quest. Not quick at all, but try to level them up. I just realized, oh my god, no way. Dog meat. Dude. That's sweet. I just realized that name. That is amazing. Holy crap. Is that a normal name? Or is that like... Dude. That's sweet. Dog meat. Huh. That's funny. Alright. So we claim that. Let's just jump into ascending again. Get some progress going once again. Spend all this. We'll use the 12%. These will still be a pretty large jump. After this one, we wouldn't get as big of a jump, but honestly, 35% 34 or 37% is not going to be super effective anyways. 2 days is just too much. We're just going to go for the 5-minute cycle. I'm going to use this 37 actually. I've decided that I want to do that. It's nice that we do have this 200%, which is basically 2 Ascensions coming up in 24 hours, which means this is probably right on par with where we need it to be. I'll have to use at least 1 8-hour jump, but it should work out pretty decent. You can see we're jumping up even more, so let's ascend again. We're gonna do it again, which it gets less effective every time because your highest zone ever is not actually going up, and that contributes a lot to it. But you'll see that it'll still be worth it here, just less as worth. And then finally, boom. Which again, it's a pretty good jump. It's awesome how you can see we can do 5 minutes and get 80% chance for a ruby. We're gonna cycle that as well, and then just ascend and. Now we'll be at a solid spot to just get some normal progression going. Let's just do 100 or 200 of everything. Kind of feeling lazy right now. Don't really want... Actually, this is technically a little more work, but... 200 of everything, and we will be solid. We'll actually go all in on Frostleaf. Once idle kicks in, we'll be able to afford Wep or something like that. For after, which again, no rush on. Let's save this and get these hero souls imported into our ancients here, because yeah, looking to see some crazy jumps because we skipped a very large. I'll show the ancient. I'll show the Ascension sheet here in a minute again, but you're gonna see that we jumped very far, very far. You'll actually get to see it on Merc here in a moment, and really how much we went up. Get Nog. You can see the jumps on those too, but more just a little easier to see. Actually, because technically this goes to e to the 68th. That's what that would do later on. Once it gets past the next couple, it would go to the and sign and then the asterisk, and then would go to e to the 68, I think. E to the 69? No, e to the 68th, I think. And then now it's going all the way up to e to the 25th. 1/25th. So, very large jump. 3 musketeers. I mean, even these guys are insane jumps. It's not as easy to tell if you're not as accustomed to the game as some people. Get that and that, and then it looks like we're still going 11 on Atman, which is nice. Got this a 400, which means we probably can't get everything else to 400, which kind of stinks. Probably means we're only gonna get 300 of everything. It looks like these are consistently staying the same ratio apart. These first 4 down here, they're not the exact same number, but I don't know. It's the same thing every time like that. And then we've got Kronos, who is that. You are 1, 2, 3, 4. Correct. Nice. Let's see if we can get everything to 400, which again might happen, but 1, 2. Yeah, no. We'll go to 300 on everything. 1, 2. We'll either go to 400 next time, though. 1, 2. Still a really large jump. 1, 2. 1, 2. Come on. Who else we got? I think just 1 more after that, right? Nope. I lied. Even after this much time of playing, I still never realized how many of those I actually need to level up. But yeah, as you can see, we can pop down over to Wep, 500 levels of these, get our gold and damage input, just throw max in there. We really only need the first 2 upgrades anyways, and we are good to go. So anyways, guys, hope you guys did enjoy this episode. If so, please smack the like button. Again, leave your comments down below for questions and whatnot. And yeah, I will catch you in the next one. Peace.